Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a review of the DC Collectibles action figure of Deathstroke from Arrow. DC Collectibles tends to be hit and miss when it comes to their paint, but usually their sculpting's pretty good, and this figure in particular has a great sculpt to it. I mean, if you just look at all the different layers, like the different levels that his costume has, they did a great job sculpting all of those. Not only that, but there's a lot of strong textures being used within the fabric of the costume. Here, we'll go in for a closer look just so you guys can see. Like just the texture on the blue, the strap that goes over the blue, over that little bracketed rib piece, over the stomach. You can see the little straps that go under, and you got this pivoting joint here, and even underneath it, the little X there is still painted, even though you're probably not going to see it. I like the little details that they kept painted. But like every little orange clip, every carabiner clip and buckle is painted really well. The ripples in the fabric, every little orange X paint that you see on the little clips. The boots are really well done. I love the texture on the blue areas, and I like that the orange paint has a little clear coat over it, so you get kind of like a golden metallic effect, and I like that metal effect. That's pretty impressive to achieve in little plastic form. But his shoes are well sculpted, all the little gold dots are painted well, and that little black sheen on there is well done too. Really clean paint as far as his armor and his costume goes. I'm really, really impressed by that. I mean, every single buckle, every carabiner clip looks great. He's got double knee joint, and it actually moves really well. He's got the hinge at the waist that kind of goes forward and back and then side to side. I like that these little straps kind of hang down to the side and don't connect, so they allow your figure to move without being bound to being connected to the actual piece there. Although be careful, because some in the package can be warped out and look a bit silly. But you've got the mid-waist, the rib cage cut there. And his shoulders have decent articulation. I mean, not super, but I thought these would be really limiting, and instead it's actually, you get some range of motion. It helps that these little top straps are made of a rubbery material. But going back in for a closer look here, you can just see how well done his arms are, and the little shoulder pieces, and how cool they look. And I love the little bullets that are mounted on the side there. Really well done, really well painted. He's got a trigger hand there, and that's a swivel wrist and a hinge. Blue paint on the knuckles looks great. On the back of the figure, I like all the little straps that are hanging down. There's a strap coming out of the back of his helmet, and there's a couple straps hanging out underneath his sword sheath, and even underneath his armpit there, there's this little floppity thing. I like that the holder for the sword, the little strap that goes right underneath his armpit, is made of a soft rubber material. I also like that the grenades on his chest are well painted, even along the sides underneath where the things that hold them in. There's a little bit of gold sticking out underneath the bottom, beneath that strap. Nice little detail. Now, he comes with a few accessories, including this sword, which I like that the handle isn't just one gray paint. They also painted the little diamonds that, go down the side. A little detail like that, I really appreciate. He also comes with a gun. It's a good looking pistol as far as paint goes. Decent sculpt. And he comes with two knives. There's a little one, and then this bigger one. And they all fit onto the figure. I guess I'll show you that now. This little one goes into the back area, right there. And then onto his boot, we get that knife. Obviously his katana goes into the back. And we've got a pistol holster right here on the side. Lastly, I want to show you guys his helmet, because I think they did a really great job painting that. The line going down the middle isn't bad. The use of gray is good, and it's got decent articulation. Obviously you can turn left and right, but I think it's a little bit of a ball joint, so you do get some tilting to it. If you go in for a closer look here, you'll see that they painted his eyeball underneath the one side, and I do dig it. It has kind of a menacing look to it, but the lines going down the front on the side look good. That little glob of gray on that section there and there is well done. Also, the sculpting of the straps that go underneath the jaw chin area are really well done. So is the paint around the neck. I'm really stoked with how this helmet turned out, although I will say in stores I saw some where there was some blotches of paint on the orange area, like little black lines, you know, kind of straight around. So be on the lookout for some messy paint jobs. But I really dig the articulation on this figure. I know the shoulders are kind of limiting, but you got, you know, a single joint at the elbow, strong wrists, really good chest cut. But I like the range of motion on the legs and also the hinge at the feet and also the swivel. That swivel will hopefully allow you to get him to some really cool kind of action-y poses and get the feet to support that. Here's the figure pose with the ankle swivel and the knee joints bent and the legs kicked out. I've got the mid-torso turn, his head's turned. You can get him in some pretty cool little action poses, and I think this figure looks really cool. I really dig the way they adapted the Deathstroke costume for Arrow. I thought it just looked so badass, and this figure does a great job of capturing that. I mean, all the textures, great articulation, really cool paint. I love all the little pockets and the gun clips and all the little details on this. Turned out awesome. I dig this. Thanks for watching.